Alright, so this one again update. Normally, like I mean, what I'm saying, I am adhering to my own, I guess, standard I set. I'm not paying attention too much. I mean, really, it's like I'm even unsubscribing from a lot of these channels. There's no reason. I mean, look, there's nothing to do but wait. Right now, all the talking. That's what I'm saying. I thought about it over a year, or maybe 2 years ago. I used to watch them black dudes, ABL, Anthony Bryan, Logan, and it wasn't like, oh yeah, black. Because like I said, all Officer Tatum, there's a couple of them, black conservative. I think his name George something, not Foreman, but black conservative. But it was even at that point, I'm like, it's really because like I said, everybody, them females, even Candace Owens, they all ex-Democrats. But they're younger, so I can understand, but that they were raised different. Because it's like, how could, but like also, my friends are all Democrats. Immediately after high school, they went to college, graduated, whatever, and was Democrat, went to HBCU. So it wasn't like something new. They're like the OG Democrats, you know. But my peers. So I can't be too hard on them. Like, how could you be a Democrat? Because I wasn't being hard on them. Really, it just was like there was nothing to hear even 2 years ago. Too much, 2 or 3. So yeah, just unsubscribe. No offense, but yeah, the conservative twins, them two weightlifter dudes. Yeah, I stopped watching them about 2, 3 years ago. 2 year, 2.5. It's like, yeah, it's nothing. But anyway, so now I'm even, these regular ones who used to be reporters, like Ruben, I think that guy, I think he used to be a reporter. They were like real reporters. The ones who used to be Democrats, but coming on there, so it's like there's no reason to even watch them no more. Even Megan Kelly. Anyway, long story short, though, it is updates. Sometimes you will see. I can scan it, and I'm not going against what I. It ain't a big deal, like a promise I made. Oh, I ain't gonna watch it no more. I'm just saying, really don't have to listen to it too much now. It's just a matter of waiting. But now the update and me rubbing it in, well, I'm just scrolling right now. Person. Nah, I ain't been to New York in the subways probably since I was real little. Because once we moved back to Queens, we really started riding the subway. But I remember being real little. We used to live in Brooklyn, I think, or Bed-Stuy. Yeah, Brooklyn. And I never forget when I was like 4 years old. Never stand by the tracks. Never by the yellow line. When the train, even when the train it's right there and you see it. Don't step up until it stops. Because even back then, yeah, and I saw it in movies. As it got older. Even in what's that movie? M Night Shyamalan. It wasn't a train, but what was it? Signs. Yeah, and it was pinned. The wife was pinned between. It's the same concept. But this happened in real life in the 70s. Back then, because they were pushing people in front of trains. And it was like, you can get pushed. And then the only thing they could do is keep you alive till the family get there. And they got to move the train because that's the only thing. It's like a tourniquet. Because, there's nothing down there. You stuck in between the platform and the train. Because once they move it, that's it. You're done. Everything gonna fall out. But yeah, stand up with your back against the wall. As a little kid, about 4 or 5, getting them directions. So it's like, yeah, and I still remember if I go visit ever, I'm still not standing by the tracks. And I was 5 years old or 4 years old, might have been 3, but anyway, Don't matter how big you are. Somebody push you from behind with speed. There's nothing you can do because you weren't ready for it. But anyway, that's not what I was talking about. I was just scrolling with wanted to show and talk about uh this right here.
Trump promising to use tariffs
He ain't
as a way
even
to force.
president yet, and they already bowing down. This was a day ago. I didn't even see this. Mexican president reveals caravans no longer arriving at U.S. border amid tariff threat. It ain't a threat. It's a promise. It's not a threat. They still trying to whine about it. They got so-called economists. It's not gonna be good. Yeah, blah 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 blah. We'll trust Trump. Oh, he failed with the casino in Atlantic City. Blah 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 blah. Oh, so you just never failed? What's the name? One businessman that never failed. He got to be a corrupt motherfucker, a mobster or something. The only way he ain't failed, he was cracking heads. At least, yeah, if you ain't failed once or twice, I don't trust you. But and it's not about just it's more than just the economy. It's like we getting fucked over. All of that, not just the illegals, but like China. Like they said, like say that if that was made in China, because I looked, even though I bought it from Walmart, but I think Walmart, but that's made in America at a plant. I forgot the name of it, but I'm just saying. So if I'd have bought it from China, right, you get charged all this money, the Americans, all of that, whatever. But if we make it, that's made here, and they try to ship it to a Chinese company, that needs supplies, they get slapped with all this and that. And that's what he was talking about. We got to make it even. You gotta, make it, fair. That's just that damn well all them people arguing, they're in the pockets of the Chinese, or the Chinese own them. You better say something, motherfucker. They're like, well, yeah, but it's gonna make the things worse. No, these tariffs ain't good. Anybody coming out against the tariffs is in the pockets of the Chinese. The Chinese own them. But see, Mexico already listening. Trump ain't even January 20th yet. The Mexicans already like, yeah, shit, I ain't fucking around with Trump.
Border reform and prevent drugs from flowing into America. He posted on Truth Social this, I'm quoting, "On January the 20th, as one of my many first executive orders, I will sign all necessary documents to charge Mexico and Canada a 25% tariff on all products coming to the United States and its ridiculous open borders."
It's like, yeah. You already know. They already know. They that's, how niggas talking shit. You already know, nigga. But he ain't even gonna get here to the 20th of January. Nah, fuck that. I'm getting, I ain't even playing around. See, you gonna keep fucking around. It's like China and Mexico talking to another country. And the other country might even call Mexico, man, why you do that, man? See, you gonna make all us look weak, man. Man, fuck that. You already know. You gonna fuck around and play fuck around until it's too late. See, nah, I'm I already told them. It's serious. That's what happened, right? That's literally like, nah, I ain't even fucking with that nigga. He crazy.
This tariff will remain in effect until such time as drugs, in particular fentanyl, and all illegal aliens stop this invasion of our country. And with China, he will impose an additional 10% tariff on top of the tariffs he's already announced. It will continue until the fentanyl manufacturing in China stops and flowing it through Mexico stops. We've just received this from the president of Mexico. She says the migrant caravans are no longer arriving at the...
Oh, is a female president of Mexico? Why would I know that? I think I've seen it before, just nobody pay attention.
Mexico border. Some impact already. Governor Mike Huckabee joins me now. Governor, do you think these tariffs are basically a negotiating tool?
Well, they're every bit of that, but they're a serious reflection of Donald Trump's big boy attitude. Listen, he is no oil can Harry who's going to show up with a little lubricating oil to just make the machinery of a bloated bureaucracy run smoother. He's coming to play and play big. And that's why people voted for him. It's why I love the guy. He just doesn't come in and say, what do y'all think I should do? He knows what he wants to do, and he's going to get it done. Keeping some promises about immigration and drugs, things that are killing this country. He's going to get it fixed, and he isn't going to wait until January the 20th to let people know. And we're already seeing the results. The announcement from the president of Mexico sort of says, yep, he's coming. We better get ready.
He just said, I ain't watch all this. See, yeah, he said, just like I said, Huckabee. Like, see, he the one, oh, I can say it now. He the one that first let me know about COVID for real in 2020. He was on Fox probably, and he had his own. He still got his own show. You know, you like Huck, you love Huck like Trump. You do. I don't care what you say. Because he just told the truth, man. He said, you know, that's where I got that from. That's where I get all this time. It's just another strain of the flu. And it's like, well, he's just the governor. It's like, he got way more access than any of us, right? We don't know what else he done before he was a governor with clearances. What else? You know, you could do the research. But when he said it, I believed it, and I was right. He was right. He was right. And he, you know, he said it's just like it. They just renamed it. Oh, it's a COVID. I said no, it's just another flu strain. Like I said, that's why I kept talking about it. If you didn't die. I wonder if they're gonna, you know, this video I'm talking about. I can say it. We'll see if I get a notice about them flagging this video. But anyway, I mean, you know, it's like, you know, if the same number of people, and it was, they tried to, oh man, it's like, no. First of all, it was a fact. You look on the website, CDC. Doctors were able, so you went in from a motorcycle accident, or you might even had the antibodies or whatever because you had it a month ago and didn't even know. Thought it was a cold, and it went away a couple of days. And, you know, COVID death, COVID. That's a fact. They could label whatever they thought was a COVID death. But anyway, so basically the numbers probably were the same. Not probably were the same numbers every year. How many people knew somebody that died from the flu in the last 20 years? Every flu season. Oh, then all we see is the next year in the news, 200,000 died last year from flu. But anyway.
Reaction there. Governor, a ceasefire deal between Israel and Hezbollah looks to be imminent. You're President-elect Trump's nominee for U.S. ambassador to Israel. The truth, this is my opinion, that this truce seems to favor Israel. Is that how you see it?
Well, I'm speaking individually, not for the president-elect, and certainly not for the country right now, because I'm not confirmed. But I would say I agree with you, and frankly, I hope it does affect Israel in a more positive way, because it should. They didn't attack Hezbollah. Hezbollah has been attacking them with relentless rockets and missiles and destroying villages and communities in Israel. They've been doing it with an intention to kill civilians. So yes, I hope it does. But more importantly, I hope that when Donald Trump takes office, and I fully believe he will reinstitute the successful policy he had of maximum pressure on the Iranian government. That's where Hezbollah's funding mostly comes from, as does the funding for Hamas and the Houthis. The Biden administration's failure to bankrupt the Iranians is the reason we have so much total disaster in the Middle East right now.
All change, all kinds of policies change. And with Iran, it's obvious. I think they see him coming. Governor, always a pleasure to have you with us on the show. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
So yeah, that's just me rubbing it in some more. But like I said, I'm not finna watch, you know, too much of this stuff anymore. So you might see less and less videos. Right now, it's just wait. It's like I said, everybody, you know, you're hearing me and you're not on our side. I mean, you're not on the Democrat side. Yeah, you really don't need to be careful because these motherfuckers, like I said, they going crazy. They doing bold stuff, like I said, with Verizon, the DMV, and I'm pretty sure every time something like that happens, I find out it's not just me. They'll put it for some reason a week or two later, or a month later, which will be December or early January. I'll see a news report, some small news report about the same shit somewhere. Only it was way worse for the other person because, no offense, they couldn't handle it like I could. They don't have the knowledge or the smarts or the courage to stick up for themselves. But somehow they had the courage to go to the news. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. And here's one last one though. It's just these diversity hires.
First at 10, we begin with breaking news out of Jackson.
An arrest has been made in connection to the deadly shooting over a pair of sneakers. 23-year-old Curtis.
Now I had a homeboy basic. It was funny because he's from Jackson, Mississippi. Like, I guess from here because I never seen this news channel, but I'm pretty sure that's Jackson, Mississippi. And his name was Jackson. I thought that was, back then it was, we could make jokes, black jokes. And he was dark like me. We was the same skin tone, but he was a little bit taller and skinnier. And he had went to Jackson College for a year or two. We about to say, whatever. I think he might have been a little old. But his name was Jackson, from Jackson, Mississippi. And he had went to Jackson University or Jacksonville, whatever it's called, state, whatever the HBCU is there or something like that. But anyway, that has nothing to do with this.
Scooter Sawyer is being charged with capital murder. According to JPD, a pursuit began.
Oh, because I know why I thought it was so funny. Because like I said, with both of us the same skin tone, and in basic, you got to wear the underwear they give you, and it's brown. At least back then, because white underwear in the jungle, you get taking a piss or a shit. You're squatting down, and it's a big ass pair of white bloomers. Yeah, that's a target. So. But he had just got out the shower in the morning. He was at the PT. That's funny. He just ran to the bathroom because he forgot something, but he had his drawers on. Nothing but his drawers. And for a second, it looked like he was naked. I just thought that was so funny. I said, what the hell? This nigga ain't got no... Oh, he got all them drawers. Because, we got to get ready to... we had time to play around. We did PT, ate breakfast, and, getting ready to put your uniform, took a shower, clean up. Do your GI duties in the morning. So we had time, but I guess he was going to get some. He's running through the barriers. Like, what the that nigga? Oh, he the same color as the damn drawers.
After Rankin County Sheriff deputies located.
I guess I am too.
Rankin County. Brandon and Pearl police helped assist, and the suspect was apprehended. Sawyer is now in JPD custody. Now, that shooting happened this morning at Pine Ridge Gardens Apartments on Rebel Woods Drive. Sawyer allegedly took a pair of gym shoes from the victim before shooting him and fleeing the scene. Chief Wade says that violence like this...
Now, you'll see what I'm talking about.
...must come to an end.
We have people in this community, some that are emotionally unintelligent. They don't know how to mitigate situations or circumstances, and they think that violence is the way to resolve.
What the fuck is he talking about? He took his sneakers. That's a robbery. They wasn't fighting. Unless you're saying they got into an argument and he shot him and took his sneakers, like, fuck this nigga, I never liked him anyway. Give me these sneakers. But it sounds like it was a robbery. Now I can see, yeah, this horrible. He gave up the shoes. Why did he shoot him anyway? The family. He gave you the shoes. You ain't have to shoot him. We seen that before, But what the fuck is he talking about? It's like he malfunctioned and just started spitting out the same Democrat rhetoric for the blaming the criminals. Is that the criminal? No, not if they locked up. Or not if they know they're getting life sentences or the death, capital punishment. Trust me, I ain't got to be from Jackson to know that if they was handing out them sentences like that, the crime would go down. Trust me, more niggas will find. You see way more niggas with jobs and the same niggas doing all this. They would have never did it. Like if they would have started cracking down 5 years ago, these niggas that's doing all this shooting, You'd be surprised. The motherfuckers getting off work right now. Like, shit, man, I'm tired of the motherfucker. You know, yeah, man, that nigga tripping. They talk about the boss, but they going back tomorrow, you know, yeah. Well, tomorrow, Thanksgiving. Shit, get ready for this turkey. Same niggas. Wouldn't have had been, I'm telling you, I don't care what you say. But that's what we're talking about, diversity. How he just repeat like they do in the big time politics. They just, like Kamala, she just repeated that same thing. I grew up in a middle class family. So I grew up in a middle, no matter what you asked her, what do you like when to eat, Kamala? You know, you're going to be, if you be president, what we will see around the White House dinner table. Well, I grew up in a middle class family. Everything. I grew up in the middle. So every question about crime and them not doing anything, you know, he's just the sheriff or chief of police. He could talk. He talked to the judges. He talked to the mayor. He's part of the top Democrat circle. He's in there. They make decisions together. So he just spitting the same shit. They don't have conflict. They're emotionally unintelligent. They don't have conflict resolution. Sound like a robber, bro. They wasn't fighting. Give me your shit. Dude gave up his shit. He still shot him. Now, that means it sound like this guy's an animal or something like that. The guy gave up the shoes and he still shot him. There was no reason for that. Unless they're not telling the whole story. Because it said over a pair of shoes. That's not a conflict. That's not, hey man, hey, I heard you was talking shit about my mama. Something like that. Yeah, that is not.
Issues and problem, but there is no excuse whatsoever for you to prioritize a pair of tennis shoes over this man's life. He lost his life today in a very tragic way because of the tennis shoes that he was wearing on his feet. That is sad. There's no excuse for it, but what I can do is hold these individuals accountable. So please help us hold them accountable. If you have any information about who they are,
remember they've been saying it for the last, that's the BLM shit. It's the community, they won't stick up, because with this, it was twofold attack. Remember they started like 10, 12 years ago with the Don't Snitch t-shirts, meaning anybody. But then a few of us started speaking like, wait a minute, you're not snitching if you ain't involved. If you weren't part of, you know, say it's 4 suspects, they robbed the bank. If you happen to see and you tell about it, you're not a snitch. Now, one of the bank robbers get caught and he start talking, yeah, that's a snitch. That's what a snitch is. See, they won't say it. And then now what they're doing, they're turning it around. Oh, it's the community, the no snitch policy. They won't talk and blah, blah, blah. Like, no, you really don't need them. You don't need, the majority of the times people didn't talk in my generation. I don't know how they found niggas, but I wasn't taking no chance that they find me. Because first of all, I was smart enough to know that, you know, more than like most of us, ain't nobody around to be talking about you. The only way they would know is if you ran your mouth about what you and your homeboys did. That's the only way you was getting caught. So there is no, the community needs somebody though. It's like, no, the only one, even in a real dangerous hood, the only ones that know are the only ones that did it. You know, real niggas, your girl you don't even tell your girl. She'll ask about your business. Yeah, bitch, you just get the money and fuck. We fuck. That's it, you know. Blah, blah, blah. You know, you could be the girl, you could be the girlfriend. I trust you like that. But other than that, don't nobody know but you and your partner or partners, your crew. So that's why it ain't that they don't want to snitch. They don't know. Y'all could be kicking it all day long. You won't even know. Y'all went out to the club. You don't know that 3 nights ago they didn't went and kicked in somebody's door. But they ain't gonna tell, why should they tell you about it? You know? But so that's another reason. All that, you know, like I said, that's what I'm telling you, all that bullshit ain't working. Now how the hell they gonna tell you something if they don't know about it? They just be making up some shit. Wasting your time. That's what I'm talking about, these damn diversity hires. And really, they ain't even just diversity hires. They're doing it on purpose. Because like I said, they're in the pockets. They're owned by the communists. But I'm out.